That time of year again, folks, where everybody's dragging in their little Tractor Supply trailers for inspection, because we have to have inspection on our trailers here in New York unless it's a single purpose use trailer. Some weird laws around that. At any rate, typical stuff. Tires are shot, either dry rotted or the treads ripped right off them, like these ones. And then of course none of the lights work. So same thing every year. So what we do with these, this light here has been whacked. Bet that whole bracket doesn't look like I ever broke the light, so that's kind of cool. The guy fiddled with it quite a bit. He tried bulbs and all the stuff they normally do. We just buy the little trailer lighting kit. Comes with the 2 new rear lights, the 2 front lights, and all the wiring, and just do it and just quit avoiding the inevitable. These little light kits are all junk, and so we just change them. So let's go ahead and do that. Step 1, we need to remove the old lights. Nothing ever turns on them. You start turning the bolts and they just spin, and you know the story. So this will take them off first time every time. That's how we do this. We'll just cut the nut off the back. Burn our way down to it here. There's one. There's 2. And then leave your wiring on there, because you'll use this wiring on these Tractor Supply ones. They put these little tubes on there and you can just pull your new wires right through. Number 2. Now we gotta do number 3 and number 4. These ones I just burned the heads off them. They're little self-tappers. They stick through the back. Of course the fronts are all corroded. They're Torx bits. But if you just blow the head off, then you can get it from the back side. Get some. Number whatever it was, 3, I guess. Last but not least, whoa, almost burned my ding dong. Don't want to do that, do we, Miss though? need that little guy. There we go. That's it. Now let's pull the give her one of those. We got to straighten out that little bracket in the back there and everything, and then should be able to reach behind here with an appropriate tool. There we go. I think we'll go get the appropriate tool. Nope, that's just cutting the dang thing off. And we'll spin out these self-tappers. We'll utilize these holes if the new kit we have lines up. If it doesn't line up, I ain't worried about it. We'll just nick them off and make new holes. So let's check that out real quick. I pulled those self-tappers out. Call them nappers. So what do you got? This is for trailers under 80 inches. And New York State law, I think is it 102 wide? That they need the 3 light cluster in the middle. Something like that, I don't know. I'd have to look at the laws. I think it's 102 wide. This is everything we need, nothing that we don't. We got lights and plate brackets. We got it all. Instructions. I don't know what this is. We don't need that. Probably don't need that. No cool stickers. So these are one hole mounters, so these are different, even though I already took the other bits off. These are twin holers. Hopefully they line up to the same ones here. Let's see, and it looks like, I don't know how this whole rigmarole works. Usually there's wire leads hanging out here. This has something else going on here. Yellow stop. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to pop it apart, see how the old girl works here. Looks like it might have some kind of quick mount, something or other. Not real sure. Kind of weird. Maybe we will have to read the directions. Okay, it comes with the vehicle side and the trailer side. So, well, let me look in the directions, see how this little rigmarole works, see if the holes line up, and go from there. I popped the lid off. I guess I'm gonna say, don't buy these, this Grote brand, Grote, Grote, Grot, that part number right there. I would say don't buy that from Napper or Advance or whoever else sells it. Super Cheese Dog, okay? So they did away with the wiring. They used to have wires that stuck out of them, which was great, but we can see now they just have these little springs, these little copper springs, I guess we'll call them. And all you do is shove your wire in there and everything is completely exposed. So these will last about, oh, maybe a year. Depends on if it gets in the salt. You know, all this crap's gonna turn green. Of course, this allows all your water and everything to come in. So yeah, real shitty design. But hey, they charge twice the prices they used to and made them twice as crappy. So great. We'll grab the old French wrench, I like to call it. If you don't know what that is, it is a croissant. It's the best I have. Come on, I'm a dad. You gotta give me some once in a while. Let's see if we can't get this back a little bit better than it was when it came in here. The wrench of croissant. I call him a nut fudger. That's what I call him. It's a classic nut fudger. Whoa, like your tootsies. Look at that, basically PDR right here. That means paintless dent repair. Because we just kind of fixed the dent and we ain't painting it, so. Let's see, this is the one that takes the green wire, so it should go on the right. And we know that because it's got the marker laid out here. If it was on the other side, it'd be upside down. But it doesn't have a, does the other one have a license plate light? Yes, sir. Okay, just wanted to make sure. So, and then it grounds, so they have these bolts going through the metal bracket that holds the two bulbs. And that's where it grounds, so we need to make sure that is bright and shiny. That's all I got, folks. And then we can't tighten it down because the wires are gonna come through that little wormhole. Maybe they'll be somewhat protected. We're gonna spritz them up with the film. Boom, boom. Oh, she's gonna be clean, man. Flush mount, it's gonna be sick. The build, the trailer build. Let's shine that up real nice. Let's get our other light ready to rock and roll. These are the front lights here. Again, total crap design. What the funny part is, I just wanted to give this a little go. So this uses the little fingers as well. No instructions. The only instructions are just generic stuff. So over here it says ground, and of course this really doesn't matter because it's a 194. But I just tried to stick, you know, to strip the bare wire, just tried to stick it through there to see what it would do. Nothing, won't even go through. It just kind of got jammed up in there. So we're gonna try this. Shame on such a popular company for making such a crap product. They're big into trailer lighting. So let's heat up our wire here a little bit. Let's see if we can't just solder it up here a little. We'll go like that. Give her a stiffy, I call it. Let that cool down. Should be cool enough at this point, and then we should be able to slip it right in very gingerly. And there she is. She goes in and gets the classic wedge. Oh, what a piece of crap. So we'll stick that up there like that. Here we go. Huzzah! Boy. I'm just using the extra wire that comes with the trailer side harness. We don't need, or with the truck side, we don't need that. And then what we'll do is we'll just take another ground and 2 of the running lights, because we're gonna have to piggyback off from these. Well, you know what, just a second. She's a twin holer. We can just stick one in each hole, so we don't need to piggyback off from that. We just need the single ground. I think we'll be okay. It probably doesn't matter. This ground, we're just going to run down and, you know, eyelet it to the back of that. And then that's it, because these ground through this, so we don't need to run a ground wire all the way to the back of the trailer. So we'll be in good shape. But what we will do is we'll do marker light in, marker light out, and then continue on to the back. Let's see here. We'll start here on the left side. That's taillight brown. I've changed my mind. I am going to put these little piggybacks on here. So I've gone ahead and soldered the tip on these, dropped it right straight onto the floor. We're going to slide the one here, left tail turn. That's going to be old yellow. Yellow's on the left. I believe that's called the Bargman's code. I could be wrong on that as far as your trailer wiring. You'd have to Google that to see if I'm right. There's a Bargman's code as far as color and position and all that stuff. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna run these in and down a little trough, because I try to lessen the amount of external connections, but realistically at the end of the day, my connections are not what's gonna fail on this unit. We're gonna douche that with some fluid film to give it a fighting chance. We've got some whizzy wheel here. We're gonna whizzy wheel up the back. And I was also wrong, I'll tell you here in a minute. I was also wrong on the front marker light. The center is grounded on those, so I don't know why they have a separate ground post. I don't know why they did that. The center of the light is clearly grounded. So we'll stick that right up there, hold that in so we don't accidentally pinch the wires. You got to keep them in that little trough. There's one. There's 2. Grab us a wrench here. Classic 11 mil, probably 7/16, but I kind of doubt that. I can't imagine they use imperial bolts. Probably though. There we go. So there's those 2 wires, and then the light should receive its ground through the trailer. Let's go up and do the front light there. Yeah, I didn't notice when I was looking at it, the stud comes through and it is hooked to the ground side. So you don't need the ground wire in here, as long as you're mounting it to the metal trailer frame and you're going to ground the rest of the trailer frame, I suppose. But it gives you the option if you're not. So we'll take that ground wire out. We'll drill us a hole there. Let's grab a drill and the old micrometer. Want her to be centered. It's got to fit under there. Oh, that looks good. Then hold it down using the old micrometer. Come in here, get a good measurement. That seems good. All right, got a little mark for us there. Put her in turbo just to get the hole started. Oh, she's a walker. Can you imagine how many center punch comments we're gonna get? That's probably good. Put her back in first gear. Lean into it. Let her eat. Let her eat. That is the Astro Tools Hyperstep high-speed drill bit. What size? I don't know. It was slightly bigger than our stud. Oh, she fits like a glove. Don't give her a little bit of a hole pouch underneath so she's shiny. Oh yeah, very shiny. Now what we need to do though is get a brown wire and we'll run it in the non-grounded side because it does make a difference. Otherwise you'd be blowing fuses. So let's get a brown wire, stuff it in there, bolt that baby on. Brown wire's installed, run it around town. I don't think it matters. We just want to make sure that it stays in the groove back here so it doesn't get pinched. But as far as coming out the bottom, she's just going to be raw dogging it there, just free birding right out the bottom. But we want to make sure that it's not pinched between this and the trailer. And then before we get super far, we're gonna go through, before we run our wiring, we're gonna make sure all of our lights work. We'll grab our power probe, we'll grab a battery, we'll light them up, we'll have fun, we'll laugh, we'll cry, it'll be a good time all the way around, I'm sure. Pull these wires up through here. Hopefully they're not stuck in the tube. Feels like they probably are. Awesome. We'll see what happens down there on the end. Hopefully this doesn't turn into a big rigmarole. All right, we're gonna do a chicky check, light check 1, 2. Let's go ahead and hook our ground. We'll just go back on the stud. And survey says, ta-da! We got a blinky light. Let's go check the other ones real quick. I mounted these other ones. I didn't think you needed to see all that. I think we got a ground back there. All right, let's go check the back ones. We'll get some left turn action. We'll ground her back here. This should be the turn signal. Let's turn this thing off. There's our turn signal. Blink, blink, blink. That's it, blink, so the blinker is good. Here's our marker light. Then we're gonna go marker light. Boom, guy hits the brake lights. Ready? Boom, brake lights. Boom, brake lights. Turn signal. Marker light, turn signal. All right, let's go check the other side. We're grounded. Marker light, turn signal. Guy's driving. Just a minute here, we gotta have simulation. Guy's marker light on, then he starts turning. Then he starts turning. Boom, boom, but he's got bad connection. There we go. There's turn signal, marker light combo. Just like that, old son. Okay, let's sling some wires. Okay, first thing first. Got some crazy zip tie action. I think it's holding his chain. Let's get this out of the way. Oh, I see what they did there. Can't shorten the chains. I got you. I got you. We'll get these up out of our way. I don't think we need any of this. So we'll get rid of that. That looks good. Now we got our greenie weenie running over there. We got this one running over here. Trim them a little bit. Okay. So we want to pull the yellow and brown wire down the left side. And then if we look at the kit that we bought, they've already got the wires separated, I believe. Yes, sir. So they've got the wires separated. Where they kind of nice where they do it like this, where they run 2 marker light wires out of the one side. So that's kind of nice. We're going to run the yellow wire down the left side as if you're sitting on the trailer facing forward, and the green down the other side. And then the ground we're just going to leave kind of hanging because we're going to just ground that at the tongue because all the lights are grounded individually. So we'll take this here. Well, you know what? We better make sure that this wire pulls. Let me come back on the other side here. Look at our side cutters on it. Oh, it does pull. Fantastic. We'll just get rid of one wire there. We'll get rid of the white wire. We'll grab old Yeller again here. Come here, old Yeller. I'm getting it. I feel like I should be in the IBEW doing stuff like this. We're We're gonna grab a little bit of electrical tape. Some Scotch 33 here. If your trailer doesn't have these tubes on it, it's not a big deal. You can add the tubes, just go down and get a little bit of EMT, yeah. You know, come on, man. Electrical metal tubing, is that what it stands for? EMT tubing? I'm not sure. Not an electrician, so I don't know. We're gonna give her the old pull. We're gonna have to guide it in. Oh, guide it in, baby. There we go. Pull, pull, pull. There it is. We're fresh out the other side. Now before we get all stupid, let's make sure this side moves. Right behind you. Okay, it does move. Now we'll grab the old green wire. But I don't know if he takes it to the trailer show or not, but if he does, I don't want him getting hit on points because color's down the wrong side. That's the difference between a first place and an 8th place trophy at the trailer show. Wrong color wire, not the Bargman's code, you know? Like somebody runs a red power wire instead of black, because black is code for the 12-volt power. Blue is for your trailer brakes, yellow is left, green's right. Brown is your marker lights, and I believe purple is your reverse lights. White is your ground. Black is your power. Pull, pull, pull. There it is. Boom. Keep pulling, pulling, pulling. That's the frog I just made up. Alright, now we need to kind of straighten this whole mess out. And we want to pull her all the way through. We're going all the way, folks. Going all the way. We'll do it one side at a time. You'll know me when I come to your side. You're gonna want it longer than that, you idiot. All right, let's figure out how long we want this. Longer isn't always better. All right, let's see. Too bad we didn't have the vehicle here, huh? That's gonna hook up there. Let's get a little extra. It's better to be a little bit too long than too short, am I right? Can I get an amen on that? There we go. Let's see, make sure we've got enough. I think we have enough there. Sounds like Mrs. O's having a nice long music marathon over there with some 90s alternative. All right, so let's do this. Now that we have that just about where we want it, I think it's going to be long enough for his vehicle and a little extra. Let's just throw a little bit of tape on that for right now, just so we don't lose sight of it and we don't accidentally pull through, and then we'll go fix it up all fancy like when we're done here. You know what I mean, dude? Okay, there we go. So there's that. They're pretty well even Steven right there sticking out the top. We'll take our wire, we're gonna feed it right up to the factory hole, which is right here. There are already some wires in there we didn't pull out yet. Oh, this is the piece we haven't untaped yet either. So we'll fish her up through here a little bit. That's our new stuff. Right, there's that. We're gonna come over just like that with a Scotch lock. Just kidding. Same thing over here. Sling her up through. Now let's get her fed down through this tube. Remember, we'll leave ourselves a little bit extra here. Where's our tape? Tape's right here. We'll grab the end of our wire. Same thing we did on the back there. Find the end of our tape. started. Oh, we're gonna push it all the way to the end. All right, that's all the pushing I can do. All right. Oh, what? Now we can't push it anymore, huh? Well, we still need only about yay much here. Let me pull a little bit more here. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. All right, we'll make sure we have extra wire here. A little bit extra. And then we need to split these. Very careful. They're right in the slit. Don't favor one side or the other if you can avoid it. Just enough to get it open. Like that. See if we can get in there with a little pick. You just don't want to accidentally cut the insulation. Yeah, I don't like that one there, just like I did. Here's an idiot. We favored the brown side, which is fine, because hopefully it's right about where we need to cut it. Did we cut into the yellow? We did not. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. So we got to open that up a little bit. Hopefully that's right where we need to split it. It should be, because I rough measured it. Boom. Today's our lucky day, huh? We can use it. We're gonna kind of run our wire with it. Bring her up to where we made our mistake. Not a mistake, folks. Just a happy little accident, right? Now what Bob says, now we need to go get a stripper. Oh, here she is. Wrong kind of stripper. Strip it back. Strip that one back. Now make them shake hands. Twist it up real nice. Should go get my glasses. We're gonna slip the old blue one on. The old crimping seal. Use the old crimper. There it is. Come up here. Get that one. Give it the twisty. The old 2-finger twister there. It's a classic move in the wiring world. Slide it in gingerly. Give it a squeeze. Grab the heat gun. Shouldn't take you very long to do this for your customer. If I was doing it like on my own trailer, or a customer wanted a really good job, I definitely wouldn't be using this stuff. Be changing the brackets, rubber mounted, the rubber grommet, pop-in lights, all sealed assemblies. That's what I'd be doing front and back all the way around for certain. And then we wait. And while I'm waiting for this, I'm gonna go bang out the other side, and then we'll move on to the back light. We'll pull our wire up through, kind of keep these even Steven, like that. We got a zip tie in our pocket. Oh yeah, we got 2 of them. Turn that around, keep our wire from coming up and down here. Just like that. Boom. Boom. Let me go pull that loop through. There it is, pulled. Just like so. Leave ourselves a little bit of slack. Make sure we don't have a knot up here. We don't. And like I say, we'll leave ourselves a little bit of slack, but there we go, that's it, let's move on. For this side, just like that. That seems good. Split those. Give her one of them. One of those. Give her the 2-finger twister on all of these. And then it's just a matter of crimping, sealing the whole deal, soldering, whatever you want to do. Whatever rolls your oats, they like to say. Run the wires on the bottom, run them on the top, whatever. Oh yeah, first try. It's definitely an easy DIY project, I would say. Just like that. Oh, we got the old heat gun right here. These crimp and seal connectors are pretty handy. Definitely better than the Scotch locks, but these will not be the point of failure on this trailer, trust me, when it comes down to it. I think Harbor Freight also sells like trailer light kits. I've seen people use the LED ones, the submersible ones. Depends on what you're doing. This guy told me as cheap as possible. We probably get a zip tie to throw around that. Now we need to finish this little mess. I went ahead and just I had a piece of that scrap white wire that I saved because we need to add a little extension there on the ground. Now what we'll do is we'll take our tape. I grabbed us a little poly loom too. So we'll start that. We'll slip this over. This is where the first place trophy comes in right here. This is almost automatic win. This is what they call coming in clutch, I believe. You pull into the trailer show with this on. Woo! We'll do this where it's exposed because this has the most exposure. Really profound there, isn't it? It's most likely to get damaged, wiggled, jiggled, rolled around, whatnot, and what have you. Got your tape right there. This is where you don't want to pull too tight. So have it taped on your wire, then you're coming from the inside out. It's going to look like it left the factory out of China with this on it. Hold that like that, and that way there the poly loom doesn't slide down on you. Cut her straight. Oh, she folded. Judge would see that right away. So there's that. And then what I would do is come down here and do the same thing. Like so. Open her up. Oh boy. Pretend we didn't see that. Leave that in a slit. Come on, baby. Run your poly loom down just like that and lightly over the top. Don't squish it down. That's a rookie move. Scotch 33, it's the only thing that's going to work on that. That's probably not true. Oh, never mind, this is Super 88. We even went a little one step better. One step better. I don't think the polylumen has a risk of opening up, but boom, look at that. Boom, boom. We'll plug it in there, plug it in here, plug it in anywhere. And then now, I took and zip tied this down here. I left some service loops in there a little bit longer, okay? We're gonna leave a little bit of a service loop there as well. And then we're gonna poke a hole through the frame. Oh boy. People are gonna go nuts on that. Anything important here? Some stickers. Push, push, push. Just like that. Reach in your pocket. Grab yourself a 1/4 inch nut and bolt. That's what we're going to use. Flat washer, both sides. Boom. We're going through. We're going to make it bright. We're going to make it shiny. We're going to get an eyelet. We're going to ground it right there. And that should be it. Leaves ourselves a little extra. Did we bring any tools to chop it off? We did not. At least we're prepared. Whoa. At least we're prepared. That's probably good right there. That looks good like that. Give her the old twister again. Left it a little long. Not anymore, she's perfect now. Guided right in. Squished. I could almost work at the trailer making factory. Except they do one of these every 3 minutes. There's that. Oh, our bolt's right here. Oh, we forgot the shiny uppy tool. Dang it! It's shiny. What the heck did we just do with the bolt? Are you kidding me? Man, I suck at this. Little spritz there. Bolt in the flat washer. Coming in with the eyelet. Sliding that baby right on. We left ourselves a little bit of a service loop here as well. And I do that in case he needs the cord a little longer than we left it. I think it'll be fine. I'll put that loop back up in the tongue. 11 mil on the 1/4 inch bolt. Thought I could hold it with my fingers, but I'm not that strong. We'll stick our loop up in there, up in the tongue in case he needs extra. All right, I'm gonna get another wrench, snug it up. And then everything should work after that. What are the odds of that thing working? We're gonna find out. Grab us a battery here. Boom, there's our battery. I have to know how. I built this back in '98. Used to work on a lot of trailers. And it was always a pain. So I built this. I put this baby together. Complete with flasher, fuse box, and switches. So I got your 7-pole, 4-pole, junction box. Everything's fused. When I worked at my dad's shop, worked on a lot of trailers. Okay, our power LED sets were lit up according to our trailer diagnostic box. What do we have? Turn off our trailer brakes, reverse lights, left, right. Okay. If none of the fuses are blown, this should still work. I haven't used her in a while. Get her plugged up here. Oh, come on, baby. What's up? Get everything lined up. Oh, yeah. Let's turn on the running lights. Let's go look. We'll do it live. That way you don't think I'm tricking you. Boom, we got one running light right there. We've got one running light right there. Got one running light right there, one right there. Let's turn on a turn signal. Where's our turn signal? That should be the left, or the right turn, I mean. Let's look at that way. Boom. And because it's blinking, the brake lights run through the same wire, so obviously if you have turn signals, you have brake lights. Look it to the left for left turn signal. Boom. Left turn, right turn, run. This needs tires because the tires are spanked. The other side's really bad. Okay, one last thing. Turn off that, that, boom, we're done. Last step, the film. All the stuff we made shiny. Wow, this is good as one left the factory. And then probably want to give it a little spritz into the connector here. There you go, fella, you're done. You can bring them in, bang them out in about an hour, bill them for $7. I'm just kidding, don't bill them for $7. Anyhow, that's it, folks. Like I say, it needs tires, so I still can't put a sticker on it or give them the sticker. You don't really put stickers on them. Honestly, most people don't even inspect their trailers. But anyhow, this guy wants to be all legal. Wants to be the big legal guy around here. Oops, sugar, just broke my light. We'll leave that alone for right now. What I don't want you to leave alone is that comment section though. I want you to go down there, leave a comment. Find us on the Insta, the Facebook. Be sure to tell us how we did it all wrong. We know that, and that's okay. I can accept it. You do you, I'll do me, and we'll see you guys on the next one. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.